Hey, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster Vans, and today I want to show you around this Sprinter 144 4x4 that we just wrapped up. Before we step inside, just a few exterior highlights. We have an Aluminess touring roof rack, we have an Aluminess ladder, and then we also have that spare tire carrier that we showed in the intro, and we'll close out at the rear there to show you that. As we step inside, I'll talk about some of the design features and the overall layout of this rig, but just from the outside, this is one of our modern 2.0 layouts. So what that gets you is the double bed that folds down so that you can sleep four in this vehicle. So let's step inside and take a look. All right, welcome inside. So design highlights of this vehicle before we go into the individual components. We have Briar Oak flooring down here. Moving our way up, you'll see slab door walnut cabinetry. That's going to be for the lowers and our uppers. And then we also have a walnut table here on this lagoon mount. Our wall panels are going to be Duramax gray mix. And then we have a black leather upholstered rear seat here to match the captain's chairs up front. And then to close it out in the galley area, you're going to see a slate paperstone countertop. Great thing about Paperstone is that it is eco-friendly, so it's made of recycled paper, and you can also put hot stuff directly on it, which is a really nice feature, especially when you're cooking in a small space like this. When it comes to layout, pretty simple here. This is our modern 2.0 layout, so we have our full kitchen dinette area here. We have our fixed raised bed in the rear. That's going to be over a garage for storage. And then we also have this dinette in the center here where we can pull out the bed to a second sleeping area. So I'm going to start at the front and we'll work our way back. Starting up front, we have our galley area. So like I mentioned, we have those slate paperstone countertops. We have a single burner true induction cooktop. Beneath that, we have a 4.6 cubic foot isotherm door style fridge there. Moving back a little bit further, we have a 15 by 20 Ruvati Workstation Sink. So this will have the cutting board insert and then a colander inside. And beneath that, we'll have a cabinet with our 7-gallon gray water tank. Moving a little bit further back, we have a little cubby for storage here, and then also a utensils drawer or whatever you want to store in there. And then up here, we just have our uppers. So all of these are going to be on gas struts for easy opening and closing and have the RV latch to ensure that everything stays nice and secure while you're in transit. Moving on to the dinette area, we have a nice little bench here for two people. Again, this folds out into our second sleeping area, so I'll show you that in a second. And then we also have our walnut table on a lagoon mount. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down, put the bed into bed mode, and then we can talk through both of the beds in this rig. So to make these fold out beds work, you just pull the whole bed towards you. We're going to screw the legs into both of these receivers, and then it'll lay out completely flat. And if you're ever interested in making one of these for your own van, we do have a how-to video on our YouTube channel as well. There you have it, full bed mode. Nice roomy area to sleep too, and especially nice for someone taller. You can sleep on this side and kind of extend your legs back over the power cabinet there. So above that, you'll see that we have our second sleeping area. That's going to be our fixed raised bed. On either side of that, we have flare space. So that's going to create a little bit more room for that widthwise sleeping in the vehicle. And then both parts of that flare space have the Sierra Lawrence half slide windows. And then up here in the front, you'll see two Sierra Lawrence T-vent windows for ventilation. Closing out the ventilation aspect of this van, we have one max air fan over this galley area. And then in the rear, we have a Dometic Penguin AC unit to keep this rig livable in the hot summer months. On the flip side of that, for the winter, we have a Webasto heater. So that'll allow this vehicle to be four-season capable. And then in terms of lighting zones, you'll see that we have over cab lights, we have under cab lights, and then we have toe kick lights all the way on the ground, as well as our dimmable LED overhead dome lights as per usual. That about wraps up this portion of the van. Let's check out the back. All right, as I mentioned, in the rear of this van, you can see our Aluminess ladder going up to that roof rack, and then we also have a tire carrier there, also from Aluminess. Go ahead and open this up. a little windy today. So in the rear of this vehicle, you can see we just have a nice garage storage area. All of the cabinetry is going to be coated in diamond hex ply. So that's going to be really rugged and stand up to whatever gear they throw back here. Additionally, you'll see L-track down both sides. So that's a great thing to utilize for additional storage capabilities. On the driver's side here, we have our 30-gallon freshwater tank. And then moving over, we also have our exterior shower on this side as well. And then moving over to the passenger side, we have an outlet with USB. We also have 600 amp hours of lithium battery bank. We have a 3,000 watt inverter. And then we also have 200 watts of solar coming in through here. Close that out. And I close it down, and that wraps up this van. That wraps up this van tour. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lucy from Rossmönster Vans. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a van tour. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.